I mean, there's 3 worlds including hell, but you don't want to get involved in that world. That's a world of darkness, and a world of gnashing of teeth, and a world of wondering, and a world of confusion. But there's 2 worlds. There's a spirit world and there's a natural world. You live in the natural world. I'm talking about everyday living. You're living in Dallas, Texas, most of you, and you live in a natural world. Well, always remember, this natural world, a lot of things about the natural world is false. But heaven is a real world. This world came from heaven. There is nothing in heaven that's false. Not in the spirit world. It's all truth. Nothing false in heaven. Here you see an apple on the tree. Well, it's going to be dead before long. It's going to fall off and fall on the ground. If somebody don't get it, need it, it's going to rot and just fade away. In heaven, apples don't rot in heaven. There's no peaches, there's no worms in the peaches, no worms in the apples in heaven. You mean they got apple trees and peach trees in heaven? Are you kidding? They got everything in heaven. I said it was a real world. Heaven is not some spooky place where little men with wings are riding on clouds going. I mean, you know, the artists in this country are really flaky. They don't have any more imagination than a sick goose. They draw you pictures of angels, of little angels, you know, on little white clouds. They're floating around, you know. I got news for you. That's sick. It looks good to you because you never saw it before. And you say, oh, isn't that sweet? No, it's false. Angels are real. Some of them are great big angels. Some of them are like giants. Some of them are small angels. One time, all of a sudden, Jesus appeared to Brother Hagin, and I don't think the Lord's appeared to Brother Hagin in person in about 25 years now. But he might have since I talked to him last, but I mean last time I talked to him. He said, Jesus appeared to Brother Hagin about 12 times from about 1950 to about 1960, 61. The Lord appeared to Brother Hagin about 12 times. I mean, appeared to him in person, talked to him. Come in and sat in his room one time and sat on the chair beside of his bed and talked to him for over an hour and a half. Brother Hagin was in the hospital. And he told him why he's in the hospital. He said, you're in the hospital because the devil tripped you over that tape recorder while you was preaching a sermon and you fell and cracked your elbow. That's the reason you're here. The devil had tripped you up. He said, I let him trip you up. He said, I could have kept the devil from tripping you up, but I didn't want to, because you were going to die in 7 years. And I saw that you were going to die in 7 years. On the road you were going on, it was a divine destiny that you die in 7 years. Because you were rebelling against me, I told you that I was setting you in the office of the prophet, and I told you to prophesy when the spirit of prophecy boiled up out of you, and sometimes you do it, and most of the time you don't. And he said, when you're called to an office like that, and you rebel against the office and you won't accept the responsibility, it will cost you your life. And because you wasn't prophesying as much as you're supposed to, you're going to die in 7 years. I think he was 48 years old at that time. That means that Brother Hagin would have died at the age of 55. That had been 1 year. He would have died 1 year before he ever started Rhema. But the Lord said to him, if you'll repent and judge yourself and start prophesying, you're supposed to. And now I'm talking to you here, and I've come in here to talk to you because there are some things that the churches does I'm not putting up with no longer. I'm getting tired of putting up with them. And I am telling you to prophesy. When the spirit of prophecy boils up out of your belly, prophesy. Don't shove it down and keep on teaching. Shove it down and keep on teaching. Shove it down and keep on teaching. He said, I said for you to prophesy. And if you don't do it, it's going to cost you your life. You always wonder about cases when they die young. Always wonder about this and always wonder about that. Why this person over here takes cancer at a young age and they died. All this person over here, well, I got news for you. There's a reason why they do. A lot of times when I lay hands on people, I know they don't get healed. But I know a lot of them do too. I know they don't. Because the healing power of God can't go in them. They won't let it. It's because of the condition of their faith. They're trying God instead of believing God. You don't try God, you believe Him. God is the God of the living and not the God of the dead. He wants to heal you now. He wants to give you a miracle right now if you need one.